Brand new research from the Alzheimer's Association this week gives us a better picture of where the brain disease is having the greatest impact in Minnesota.
And it's likely not where you might think. Here's Tim Blotz.
So Alzheimer's disease is already having a big impact in Minnesota. According to data from the Alzheimer's Association, we had as many as 99,000 people in Minnesota in 2020 already with Alzheimer's. That number is expected to balloon to 120,000 in just the next 2 years. That's an increase of 21%. And for reasons that are not fully understood, Hispanics are 1.5 times more likely to come down with Alzheimer's. Blacks, twice as much. Knowing this and knowing the demographic makeup of the Twin Cities, one would expect that perhaps we'd have a greater concentration of Alzheimer's here in the metro. Let's go to the heat map. This is brand new data now from the Alzheimer's Association, just released. On a county-by-county basis, you can see the greatest percentages of those 65 and older are in far western and southwestern Minnesota. I mean, look at this. Pipestone and Lincoln counties, their percentages are 13%, whereas in Hennepin and Ramsey County, we sit at 11%. So what does this mean? Well, Sue Peria with the Alzheimer's Association believes that the state may have to start redirecting some resources.
How can we get more resources to these communities? What kind of education and awareness do we need to do? And especially education to those family care physicians. There aren't a lot of neurologists down in that area because it is rural. So how do we educate the rest of the clinicians and the people in the hospital systems to help those that are there?
So in the past few months, you've heard us talk about brand new Alzheimer's drugs that are coming onto the market. Leqembi has just been granted FDA approval. And just this week, Eli Lilly announced the phase 3 trial results of donanemab. What both of these drugs do is help slow the progression of Alzheimer's in the brain. So it becomes very important now that we start emphasizing early detection of Alzheimer's.
Right now, being able to be diagnosed and diagnosed early is so important so that you have access to the treatments that are available. Make sure that your physician knows about Alzheimer's disease, and if they don't, get in touch with the Alzheimer's Association. I think people are also going to need to start reaching out to their county nurses, and we'll have to do a lot of education there as well.
There are so many questions surrounding this disease. That's why if you can't immediately talk to your doctor or your nurse, give the Alzheimer's Association a call. They have a 24-hour helpline. You can easily find it at alz.org. I'm Tim Blotz, Fox 9.
A new study finds fewer senior citizens are being screened for dementia despite knowing the benefits of those tests. The University of Michigan polled more than 1,200 older Americans. While 80% of them see the benefits of the screenings, only about 20% have actually been tested in the past year. Nearly 3 in 5 people say they have never received any kind of screening to assess memory or thinking.